There are four siblings in my family, and a couple of months ago, one of my brothers was in a bad accident and almost died. So yesterday we got photos of him, and he was not recognizable. They had not sent any out because they were so bad. So as we looked at him, we expressed our gratitude to God for helping our brother survive. And in doing that, we find ourselves giving all the credit to God and perhaps forgetting that there were other factors that contributed to his survival. First of all, he was able to crawl to the cell phone and make a phone call that got him help. Secondly, a team of doctors just did an unbelievable job with modern medicine restoring him to a place where he had a chance for full recovery. Third, the human body is amazing in the way it fights for wholeness and to return. So there are a lot of these factors, and we don't know exactly how much was God's direct intervention or how much was this or how much was that. We don't need to know, and we don't. We're not positive. We know exactly how God functions in the world. Only God knows. This morning I was reading in John 16 when Jesus said to the disciples, there will be the day when people are killing you Christians, and doing it thinking they are being in service to God. It's got a familiar ring, actually. It's scary when you hear that. But then in the 11th verse, Jesus assures the disciples that the prince of darkness is condemned, that ultimately Christ will win, that ultimately truth and grace and the goodness of Christ and the glory of God will prevail. And then later it says, when all this happens, you will be able to ask and you will receive, and your joy will be made complete. So we have this curiosity of how God is doing things now, and we get scared when we hear about ISIS, and of course we should be, and it makes us nervous. But we see in this sequence in John 16 that even though these things are happening that look like God is missing, that are impossible to understand, ultimately Christ will prevail, and ultimately in that moment when Jesus is victorious, our joy will be made complete.